In 1867, Kansas State University held its first commencement. 3 women and 2 men graduated that year. As the first land-grant university in the nation, this fledgling university had a vision of providing innovative education to all people. That early vision has continued through to the present, with over 250 majors and a diverse student body, including students from all 50 states and more than 100 countries. Becoming one of the nation's top 50 public research universities by 2025 is today's vision for tomorrow. With academic programs among the best in the nation and professors who are leaders in their fields, Kansas State University is an international leader in teaching, learning, service, and research. Today's graduates join over 200,000 alumni who are proud to call K-State their alma mater. Congratulations, and thank you to all those who have supported them through their undergraduate experience at Kansas State University.
Please remain standing while Rachel Hunt, a senior in music, sings our national anthem. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Rachel. You may be seated. Good morning. I am Debbie Mercer, and I serve as Dean of the College of Education, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the Fall 2016 College of Education Commencement. As we begin our program this morning, I'm privileged to introduce the members of the platform party. I ask them to stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until the entire group has been introduced. Beginning on your far right, we have Dr. Paul Burden, Assistant Dean of Education, Rachel Hunt, vocalist, Elizabeth Hicks, Student Commencement Speaker, Dr. Todd Goodson, Curriculum and Instruction Department Chair, Trina Harlow, Award Recipient, Dr. David Griffin Sr., Assistant Dean of Education, Dr. Linda Thurston, Associate Dean of Education, and on my far right, Jonathan Farrell, Commencement Speaker, Richard Myers, President, Dr. April Mason, Provost and Senior Vice President, Amy Button-Renz, President and CEO of the K-State Alumni Association, and Dr. Brad Bernheide, Associate Professor. This day truly would not be possible without the conscientious, caring, and rigorous attention of a dedicated faculty. I'm honored to introduce representatives of our faculty, and I ask them to stand and remain standing. And once again, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Doris Carroll, Lori Goodson, Judy Huey, Jessica Lane, Janine LeMay, Lori Levine, Leah McKeeman, Kaylee Myers, Jessica Nelson, Suzanne Perath, Vicki Sherbert, Jackie Spears, Laura Tejan, Jill Wood, Sally Yonke, Jeff Zacharakis, and I also introduce those faculty members serving as marshals, Tawny Martinez, David Allen, Jim Teagarden, Ken Huey, Kimberly Staples, and Sherry Martini. Thank you to each one of you. I also want to thank Stephen Coutier, a senior in applied music and accounting, for providing the organ music for today's ceremony, and Terry Ferguson, Kansas State University alumnus, for providing the bagpiping music. All colleges at Kansas State University regard professional service to be the third dimension, along with teaching and research, of a well-rounded academic career. Nominations and selection by colleagues and students recognize Trina Harlow as the recipient of the Catherine A. Holland Excellence in Service Award. Trina, will you please join me? Trina coordinates our art education program and serves as the advisor to our education council. It's through her leadership that this undergraduate service group has provided professional development and service opportunities to all students. I'm pleased to present Ms. Harlow with this plaque, a certificate of award, and a monetary award in the amount of $1,000. Please join me in recognizing Trina Harlow.
Thank you.
This year, we continue a special tradition during commencement by recognizing outstanding College of Education graduates. Dr. Todd Goodson, Department Chair of Curriculum and Instruction, and Dr. David Griffin, Assistant Dean and Director of our Center for Student and Professional Services, will present the Outstanding Undergraduate Student Awards.
Thank you, Dean Mercer. Today we have the opportunity to honor our outstanding undergraduate students. We know they are well prepared as knowledgeable, ethical, caring decision makers who will greatly impact their future students, schools, and communities. At this time, will the following graduates please come forward to the lower platform to meet Dr. Griffin. Molly DeBusk, Alyssa Diamond, Jensen Ernacio, Anna Hine, Elizabeth Hicks, Shannon Oakley, Jessica Pennybacker, Skylar Ross, Aaron Stout, and Nick Uremovich. Each semester, we present two Outstanding Future Teacher Awards, one in elementary education and the other in secondary education. This award recognizes outstanding future teachers who demonstrate excellence during their professional clinical experiences as supported and documented by their cooperating teachers, university supervisors, and/or clinical instructors. Jensen Ernacio of Junction City, Kansas, is receiving the Fall 2016 Outstanding Future Teacher Award for Elementary Education. She is a graduate in elementary education with an emphasis in mathematics. Nick Uremovich of Euless, Texas, is receiving the Fall 2016 Outstanding Future Teacher Award for Secondary Education. He is a graduate in English and Journalism education. Congratulations, Jensen and Nick. Each semester, faculty identifies several students to receive the Outstanding Undergraduate Student Award. This award recognizes their outstanding scholarship and leadership in college, campus, and community activities. Each of these students exemplifies the meaning of being a knowledgeable, ethical, caring decision maker, thereby reflecting the best qualities of all of our graduates. Molly DeBusk. Molly is from Leawood, Kansas, and is a graduate in elementary education with an emphasis in social sciences. Alyssa Diamond. Alyssa is from Overland Park, Kansas, and is a graduate in secondary mathematics education. Anna Hine. Anna is from Andale, Kansas, and is a graduate in elementary education with an emphasis in social sciences. Shannon Oakley. Shannon is a graduate in secondary mathematics education. She is from Manhattan, Kansas. Jessica Pennybacker. Jessica is from Geneva, Illinois, and is a graduate in elementary and secondary Spanish education. And Erin Stout. Erin is a graduate in elementary education with an emphasis in mathematics. She is from Shawnee, Kansas. Congratulations to these outstanding graduates. Each semester, the Kansas State Department of Education recognizes 2 Teachers of Promise from each of the teacher education programs in the state. Earlier this semester, 2 of our graduates were recognized as Teachers of Promise. Elizabeth Hicks of Olathe, Kansas, was recognized as the Secondary Education Teacher of Promise. She is a graduate in speech education. And Skylar Ross. Skylar of Linwood, Kansas, was recognized as the Elementary Education Teacher of Promise. Skylar is a graduate in elementary education with an emphasis in mathematics. Congratulations to all of our outstanding student awardees.
I am pleased to welcome our commencement speaker, Jonathan Farrell. John is a member of the 2017 Kansas Teacher of the Year team. He's currently a 6th grade teacher at Briarwood Elementary in the Shawnee Mission School District. John is passionate about empowering his students to take ownership of their learning. John is a model for creating innovative learning that needs to happen in all our schools. One of his students said, "He tells you what to do, but he doesn't tell you how to do it." He's been called a game changer and asserts that he has the best job in the world. John received his Bachelor of Science degree in elementary education from Kansas State University and his master's from Pittsburgh State. I'm proud to present Jonathan Farrell.
Thank you, Dean Mercer. This is quite a different venue from my normal 6th grade class. I'd like to begin by congratulating the graduates on this momentous day. You've been on a journey for many years, and I want you to take a moment and think back with me on your time here at K-State and before, and remember how much you have grown. Remember the day that you decided to be a teacher. You had a myriad of possibilities before you. You could have done anything, but you chose to be a teacher. You chose to invest your life in the future generations. Thank you for making that choice. Remember when you first began working with students? Remember that day, whether it was in your field experiences or block classes, when you realized that each of your students was remarkably different, that each one brought their own story to your classroom, that each one brought their own unique set of background knowledge and skills. Thank you for taking the time to teach our students as individuals. We all know that differentiation is a huge task, but thank you for teaching them as each individual student and striving to spend time with each one. Remember back in student teaching when your toughest student tested your patience one last time. By then, they knew your expectations. They knew you cared. They knew it all, but they did it anyways. Thank you for not giving up on them. Those students, the ones that demand our most care, need our most love and attention. You might not see it yet, but you made a difference in their life. They are better because of the time they spent with you. You've successfully completed your undergraduate preparation for this awesome career, and now it's time to begin dreaming about what you'll do next year when you have your own class. Our State Board of Education recently cast a vision that Kansas will lead the world in the success of each student. We can do this, and with your help, we will do this. But it's going to require a shift in thinking and how we view teaching and learning in our classrooms. The students in classrooms today are preparing to live and work in a world vastly different than what we experienced as children. The traditional school system was created over a century ago to produce a workforce for a world that no longer exists. We must fundamentally shift our approach in education to develop our students into innovative problem solvers who are prepared for the global challenges of their future, not our past. As teachers, we have a choice to make. We could double down on the old way of doing school. We could cram in more content. We could even work harder, and we could even maybe test more. But we know that's not the right choice. I challenge you to go a different direction, and I challenge you to reimagine with us how education can look in Kansas. I have a vested interest in the future of Kansas education. I have 3 little kids at home, 1 in kindergarten and 2 that will be there way too soon. And when I dream of what I want them to experience as they go through school, I dream of teachers like you. I dream of teachers who are going to empower our students to take ownership of their learning and inspire them to be innovative problem solvers. To do this, first, we must create a student-centered model of education, where students join us as co-partners in the learning journey. We must design lessons that are adaptive to the questions and ideas of our students. We all know that students learn best when the learning is relevant and meaningful to them. So let's design an education system that empowers our students to take ownership of that learning by giving them choices in how they learn, how they demonstrate their learning. Let's be known as the state that leads the world in the personalized education of each student, because it's what's best for our kids. In our classroom, we work toward that goal in part through our Genius Hour projects. Each week, students are given the time, space, and autonomy to pursue their own ideas and passions for learning, and then present that learning to an audience. During a typical Genius Hour project, you will find students programming drones, writing novels, working on their online businesses, composing original music, or learning to code. They're all doing different things, but we're all working toward common learning goals together. Last year, during these projects, I had 3 little boys who were learning to program their own app using an app called Hopscotch on the iPad. These 3 students had a common interest. They eat, sleep, and breathe video games. And that year in class, they discovered that they really could write the code to create their own games. They watched and read countless tutorials, learning how to program the intricacies of their games. They applied math concepts that they learned to plot their character's movement on a coordinate grid and use variables to track the score on their game. After testing their prototype countless times, they published it online and shared their creation with the world and their 88 classmates. These 3 boys were empowered to learn about content that they cared about. And as a result, it changed the way they viewed learning. School was no longer a passive experience for these boys, but they began to see that they were the drivers of their learning. This confidence then overflowed into all aspects of their lives. They saw that their questions, their ideas, their passions, their dreams were valued and were essential to the learning journey. As you enter your classrooms next year, I challenge you to empower your students to have a voice in what they learn and how they learn it. You will never regret making learning relevant for your students. Secondly, we must cultivate a spirit of innovation in our classrooms. We do not know the global challenges that these students will face, but we can prepare them for the future by letting them solve real problems right now. In our classroom, we've implemented this approach with our 3D printer as the students use it to solve problems and create unique inventions. The students have reverse engineered broken items for members of our community, including battery covers, water bottle lids, and machine parts. They've digitally redesigned using CAD software, measured, been precise, and printed out on the 3D printer real solutions. And through this process, they have been involved in real-life problem solving. They are asking questions, they are proposing solutions, and they're testing their ideas. One thing I love about these projects is how it levels the playing field between the teachers and the students. We don't know the answers before we begin these projects, but we enter the learning journey together as partners. While the 3D printer is an amazing tool, it's not the tool that matters. What's essential is that you give your students real problems that you don't know the answer to yet, and you work together to solve them. Next year, as you enter your classrooms, I challenge you to be a teacher that empowers your students and inspires innovation. As I look at this amazing group of talented educators before me, I'm confident that Kansas will lead the world in the success of each student. And it will be possible because of teachers like you. Teachers who do not what is easy, but what is best for your students. Together with parents, businesses, community partners, policymakers, and universities, we will design an education system in Kansas that is best for our most precious assets, our students. Congratulations, and welcome to the team. Go Cats.
I have no doubt each and every one of you will accept that challenge. Thank you, Jonathan. To extend remarks on behalf of the students of our college, I'm pleased to introduce Elizabeth Hicks, a secondary speech education graduate from Olathe, Kansas.
Good morning. When I was asked to speak, I felt my inner speech theater nerd perform a solitary dance party. Solitary because this reaction contradicts most of humanity's feelings towards public speaking. But that inner nerd has driven me to this ceremony and podium. It is an honor, and I am grateful. Today, I stand before a room of unique, multi-generational, multi-content educators, so choosing a thesis about my given theme, reflections, proved difficult. So, I decided to toss the conventions of speech aside and simply share thoughts about the connection between reflections and education. As educators, may our practices reflect a belief that all students must learn and fail. As many of us have discovered, growth necessitates failure. Like us, our students will be fallible, curious, their own worst critics, and uniquely gifted. May we never reflect back to a student their misplaced spite. May we reflect upon our own hardships and find empathy for students whose sometimes frustratingly accurate remarks about our teaching or selves is often a reflection of words spoken in the halls, on the playground, and at the dinner table. May we remind students that the world of the classroom reflects the world outside. Yes, life will require writing and interpersonal skills. Yes, dreams and passions must partner with hard work and discipline. No, your future employer will not be keen on your inability to disconnect with perhaps the most nefarious device in the classroom, the cell phone. May our actions reflect veteran teacher Rita Pearson's conviction that every student deserves a champion. No, we do not have time to pour into every student's life, but there are countless ways to tell a student, "I see you," without saying a single word. May we reflect a drive to stretch students beyond self-imposed limitations, and more importantly, may we teach students to regard their reflections and see a person worthy of respect, dignity, and love. It is one of the most difficult and noble aspirations of our job. May we show students that popular culture and social media rarely reflect the values of integrity, selflessness, wisdom, long-term gratification, thankfulness, and grit. May we ask ourselves if these values are reflected in our person and pedagogy. And finally, may we reflect upon our studies and profession with gratitude. May we reflect a stoic hope that, despite negative rhetoric surrounding our education system and careers, we can and will change students' perspectives of the world and themselves. May we choose to reflect on that pursuit. Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. Kansas State University believes in family. Upon graduation, you become a lifelong member of the K-State family. Our nationally acclaimed Alumni Association will serve as your primary connection to the university. To welcome you with a special announcement, I'm pleased to introduce Amy Button-Renz, President and CEO of the K-State Alumni Association.
Thank you, Dean Mercer. I'm pleased to be part of your special day and offer congratulations on behalf of 182,000 living graduates who will be your lifelong K-State family. Today, as you receive your degree, we are honored to recognize you and all you have accomplished. We are also here to welcome you into a new relationship with your alma mater. Our mission at the Alumni Association is to lead and inspire lifelong involvement that will benefit Kansas State University and all members of our Wildcat community. I would like to share 3 of our core values that guide us in our mission to keep you connected with K-State. The first one is link. The Alumni Association provides the lifelong link that alumni depend on to remain connected. You can stay in touch through hundreds of alumni activities held here on campus, around the country, and internationally. Another value is tradition. You will likely celebrate a few traditions as you sing the alma mater or take KSU photos at your favorite spot on campus. The third core value is purple. For K-Staters, it's more than a color. It's a symbol of pride and connection. When you see someone wearing purple, wearing a K-State class ring, or even showing off their K-State PowerCat license plate, you will feel that sense of family. In recognition of your graduation, the College of Education and the Alumni Association are providing you with a complimentary 1-year membership to the Alumni Association. We hope you will enjoy the membership benefits and continue to be an active member. K-State alumni are among the most loyal in the nation. In fact, our membership ranks number 5 in the nation. We are so happy that we have the most loyal alumni, and that's shared worldwide by generations of K-Staters who have the same passion for K-State that you feel today as you earn your degree from one of the finest universities in the country. The Alumni Association is also pleased to present you with an exclusive alumni business card holder. As you go through life and your titles and addresses change, please be sure to let us know. We want to make sure you are always connected to your K-State family. Congratulations and go State.
Thank you, Amy. Now it is time for the most important single event of this morning's ceremony. Will all candidates for bachelor's degrees in both elementary and secondary education please rise? I'm happy to introduce Richard Myers, President of Kansas State University, for the conferral of degrees.
Thank you. Here's the moment. By the authority granted me by the people of Kansas and the Kansas Board of Regents, and upon recommendation of the faculty, and upon completion of all degree requirements, I am very pleased to confer upon you the respective degrees you have earned at Kansas State University. You may move the tassel to the left side of your mortarboards. You are now graduates of Kansas State University. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Myers, and congratulations to all candidates of the class of December 2016. We'll now proceed with the presentations of diplomas to the graduates. Will the graduates with a Bachelor's of Science in Elementary Education please remain standing? Secondary education graduates, you may be seated. I will make the presentations and will be assisted by Dr. Paul Burden, Dr. Brad Bernheide, Dr. David Griffin, and Dr. Linda Thurston. And I'm especially pleased that our President, Richard Myers, and Provost and Senior Vice President, April Mason, will be joining me in congratulating each of you.
Darian Page Beckwith. Kristen Nicole Beaton. Stephanie Noelle Bender. Amanda Renee Boding. Bailey Renee Boleen. Kadra Lynn Boulware. Kristen Henningsen Bringle, magna cum laude. Colby Lee Brinker. Takara Janae Brownridge. Abigail Elizabeth Boozer, magna cum laude. Carlene Michelle Carlson. Erica Christine Chandler, cum laude. Morgan Alexandra Cassette. Caitlin Irene Rose Cox, cum laude. Lauren Taylor Craig. Alexis Joe Cunningham, magna cum laude. Ashley Marie Yvonne Davidson. Wade Allen Davis, magna cum laude. Molly Marie DeBusk, magna cum laude. Cheyenne Michelle Deo, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Marie Dunlap. Emily Elizabeth Ellis. Jensen Villanueva Arancio. Caitlin Marie Finley. Morgan Falk, magna cum laude. Paige Marie Gasper. Leslie Gomez Chamu. Freedom Sierra Green, magna cum laude. Alejandro J. Guerrero. Dana Elaine Hartley, summa cum laude. Chloe Rose Hay. Anna Elizabeth Hine, magna cum laude. Courtney May Henney. Caitlin Hindergart. Rachel Ann Hunt. Ethan Clay Hutchcraft. Lisbeth Ibarra. Taylor Dawn Yeager. Kelly Brenda Karina Jefferson. Jessa Lee Jones. Lindsay Rose Jones, cum laude. Leah Marie Kellerman, magna cum laude. Megan Jo Kelzer. Jillian Lynn Kilty, cum laude. Alexandra Lane Kimball, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Lair. Dunay Aaron Lepke, summa cum laude. C. Ray Lujan, cum laude. Taylor Grace Lyle. Michaela Regine Margolis. Alexandria Marie Marquise. Brittany Ann Marie Martin. Lindsay K. Moff, cum laude. Nicole Renee McCormick. Anna Josephine McCoy. Amanda Renee Miller. Mackenzie Aaron Miller. James Nathan Mitchell. Shannon Claire Moylan. Caitlin Lee Orshelm. Katie Kathleen Owen. Jessica Alexandria Hara. Hannah Elizabeth Pauls. Kristen Nicole Peters. Cindy Elizabeth Ponce. Annie Elizabeth Ross. Skylar Flynn Ross. Peyton Ann Shear. Amanda Nicole Schwabauer, magna cum laude. Lauren Suzanne Schulbaum. Hunter Delano Sheritz. Haley Jane Slesser. Ryan Jesse Smallwood. Caitlin Lee Spaney. Taylor May Spratt. Aaron Lee Stout, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Michelle Stover. Amber Elizabeth Tebow, summa cum laude. Mallory James Tebow. Kelly Lynn Toll. Olivia Paige Valladay. Kate Marie Whitslett. Taylor Jean Wissing.
Please join me in congratulating our elementary education graduates. Please be seated. Will graduates with the Bachelor of Science degree in secondary education please rise and remain standing?
Emily Louise Allen, cum laude. Megan Lee Anderson. Melina Ivy Bauman, cum laude. Cooper James Bell. Amanda Josephine Brown, summa cum laude, honors program completer. Johanna Ellis Brockhoff. Victoria Madeline Bird. Robert Gregory Cox. Emily Rose Dirksen. Alyssa Maureen Diamond, summa cum laude. Rebecca Ashley Dorkson, magna cum laude. Brandon Mark Eastman. Brady Paul Field, summa cum laude. Peter William Fisher. Courtney Amanda Flannery. Madison Nicole Greer, summa cum laude. Sydney Michelle Harris. Diploma is presented by her father, Assistant Professor Dr. Keith Harris. Kaylee Elise Hinman, cum laude. Elizabeth Joy Hicks, summa cum laude, honors program completer. Mark Benjamin Johnson. Jennifer R. Carr, summa cum laude. Brandy Morgan Klain. Catherine Grace Madarum. Levi Callahan Mavoris. Jacob Andrew May. Colin Timothy McCarty. Miranda Renee McLeod. Matthew Oral Merriman. Timothy Daniel Morford, magna cum laude. Michelle Nicole Newton. Casey Nicole Niermeyer. Shannon Renee Oakley, magna cum laude. Kayla Chantel Peck. Jessica Lynn Pennybacher. Nolan Renier. Lauren Elizabeth Rao. Jessie Nicole Sands. Cameron Caneli Suje. Nicholas Ray Uremovich. Sarah Marie Vitlachel. Sheridan Celeste Zarda.
Please join me in congratulating our secondary education graduates. You may be seated. We thank all parents and guests for attending today. Your support helped your special graduates succeed in their academic journey. As we conclude our ceremony today, please join me in one more round of applause for the entire class of Fall 2016. Please stand and join us as Rachel Hunt leads the 2016 graduates in the singing of the alma mater for the first time as alumni of Kansas State University. Congratulations. Will the platform party, faculty, and graduates prepare for the recessional march? The graduates will recess up the stairs to the concourse where friends and family may join them. Thank you all for being here for this special event, and go Cats!